Several of you have been here for different sessions and things like that, but this session is dealing with the existence of God, but it's dealing with pain and suffering. And you know, a lot of people growing up a preacher's kid, when I would talk to my friends about coming to church and things like that, when I got into college, that's one of the major questions you always run into. And you're like, hey, man, you want to come to church? You want to come check this out? What I hear a lot is, man, I don't know about the God thing because there's so much junk and so much horrible things that happen in the world. How can there even be a God? And growing up in the church that I've grown up and been a part of, I've seen God take some pretty terrible and horrible and nasty things and do incredible things with them. And John is going to be talking to us today about some of the things that he's been through, some personal things, but also talking to us about how can we believe in God in spite of the fact that there's pain and there's suffering. And I know it's going to be an awesome time. It's been a great weekend. So let's go ahead and give a hand to John, and we'll get going.
For those of you who are with us for the first time today, let me mention something that we talked about the first hour. We've run out of a few things. If you have something that either in the displays that we had or some of the materials over here that we're out of, if you take one of the slips out of the pew in front of you, write your name and address and what it is you didn't get that you want, and put it in that box back there on the table by the sign-ups, we'll mail it to you. There are a few things that are out of, not very many, but there are a couple of things. Also, over on that table, there's two booklets that go with this lesson. This lesson's 3.5 hours long. Don't get worried. 1 hour is dealing with just general stuff. That's in a little booklet called The Problem of Human Suffering over there. And the other's a special session on the death of a child. And if you've been through that, you might want to pick up this little booklet, which is titled The Death of a Child, that deals with that topic because it's a little bit different type of area than what we're dealing with. We're talking more general things in this particular session. Let me also just thank you for your encouragement, for your support. I've gotten a lot more than I've given this weekend. It's been tremendous being with you again. Now, Robert and I have, I think, so much in common in our beliefs about things and how to approach things. And it's always a joy to be with him and to be with Carrie and to meet some of the new folks that I have not known in the past when I've been here. Thank you for letting me come. I've really enjoyed being with you. In John the 9th chapter, we see Jesus confronted with a tragedy of human experience. The Bible says in John 9, beginning with verse 1, that as Jesus passed by, he saw a man who was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him and said, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Let's stop here for just a minute. You ever seen a blind baby? I had a son born blind, a baby born unable to see. Let me tell you something, folks. That's not one of life's fun experiences. To have your baby unable to reach out for the bottle, unable to reach out for the riddle, unable to mimic, to imitate, to do all the cute little rewarding things that babies do. I watched my wife for weeks moving my child's hand from his plate to his mouth, just trying to teach him how to feed himself. Simple stuff. And here was a man who was born in that condition. Did you notice that the followers of Jesus had it all figured out? They knew why this baby was born blind. Master, who did the sinning? This man or his parents, that he was born blind? In the minds of the followers of Jesus, there was only one explanation for the tragedies that happen in life. Only one explanation for the problem of human suffering, and that was sin. They just wanted to nail the guilty party. Who did the sinning? But look at verse 3. Jesus answered and said, neither hath this man sinned, nor his parents. According to Jesus Christ, it's not always sin. Neither hath this man sinned, nor his parents, but that the works of God should be made manifest in him. I don't want you to misinterpret this, but you think that helped the parents much? This itinerant preacher comes in from the boondocks. And somebody asked him, why was this baby born blind? They've gone through the heart